guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, we are doing my top 5 for the month of June. So if you're interested in seeing what products I was really feeling that made the top 5, then definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, so I think I'm wearing everything that I'm going to talk about in this video, okay? So that's a plus. Sometimes I do my top 5 and I'm not wearing nothing, okay? So none of the products be on my face, but this time they're there, okay? So let's hop right in. I think I have videos on a majority of these products, so I will link those in the eye for you to check out after this video. But the first one for the month of June is going to be the, what's it called? Okay, the Makeup Forever Matte Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Y535, and here is the inside. I have a full video of me using it and sharing my thoughts on this product. I like this for a natural, like, you know, everyday type look, no makeup type thing. You want to just get out the door and you don't want to have to deal with a liquid foundation and like setting it with a powder, because I always set my foundation with a powder, but I don't got to do that with this because it's a powder. You get nice coverage with this and it's really good. So definitely check out that video if you want to see the demonstration of this. But yeah, this is a good one, okay? I am wearing it on top of another foundation, so you can get the full coverage with this sponge. Or if you have another sponge you want to use, but since they provided it, why not use that? You can get the full coverage with this, or me with a brush today. I took a fluffier brush and used this to set my foundation today, and it does a nice, you know, it does do a nice set for the for a liquid foundation as well. So I feel like you're getting 2 in 1 with this one. All right, and then for another face product, I have to include this Juvia's Place foundation again. I'm like, what can I put in here that is not the Juvia's Place foundation? Because not because of the drama, but because I put this in my favorites last month, but I've been using it consistently still, and it's really good. You guys saw me mix it with the Beaute foundation. I will link that video here for you guys to check that out, as well as the Juvia's Place full face that I did, as much as full as it could be, but I'll link that video here as well. But this foundation is so good. It is so good. Oh my gosh. No, whenever I put it on, I'm just like, girl, like the flawlessness. I have it on now. The flawlessness that you achieve with this foundation is just really good. And it is $20. Like, it's not $38 like these high-end expensive foundations. Like so if you're looking for me based on my remembrance of other experiences with other foundations, I would say this would be comparable to the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo foundation, just in its thickness and its finish, I think. And then also, but I think that might be a little bit more matte. And then also the Becca Ultimate Coverage foundation, similar like thickness. You can get full coverage. Well, it is very full coverage, and it has a like matte finish as well. So, but yeah, you can get the effects of those 2 foundations with this one. $20. Like, girl, it's good, and it's in my favorites again. Top 5 again. And then you can trust this even more, because when I put in my top 5 last month, I think I had only had it for like a week or so, but I've had it for, you know, a full-on month now. So you guys know that it's good, okay? And so then I'm kind of bundling this whole thing into one, and this is kind of like my under eye technique, and you guys have seen me do this several times, but the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealers are the bomb, okay? Very affordable. I think these are like, what are they, $8, if that, per, you know, concealer, obviously. I have the shades 170 and 165. I also have a darker foundation, a darker one as well, but these are the 2 that I use every day. I also have the shade 180. This is more, this is closer to my skin tone, so if I want to do a spot conceal, then I'll use 180. I use 170 directly under my under eye, and then for a little bit of brightness a little down here, then I use 165, and then on my forehead, nose, and all that other type of all those other areas. But these are really, really good. They last long. They don't fall into my creases as much as some of the other concealers, hardly any at all. Like, this lasts all day on me. Very, very good. And then I set that with my Aquasurance foundation powder, and it's not a matte powder, so one thing I don't like to have is very dry, crusty looking under eyes, especially as my foundation and my makeup wears throughout the day. The other areas of my face get a little bit more oily, a little bit more lived in, and then my under eye is just dry looking. That doesn't look good. It's not a good wear throughout the day if I'm using something that's really matte to set my concealer. But this one is just a nice, you know, foundation powder. I use my sponge. You guys have seen me do this. Take my sponge into the powder, and then just press this on the under eye, and it sets it really nicely. And that combination lasts me throughout my work day, okay? So it's really, really good, and so I like that a lot. And then I am going to put the Ace Beaute Paradise Fallen palette in my top 5 this month. I am wearing it on my eyes. I know you guys haven't seen a lot of it. I did put a video up on this palette where I did like a matte gray toned look. But I'm wearing it today, guys, and it's just simply beautiful. So I'll share with you guys what I did. So I took Cypress Tree, this burgundy tone, on the outer area of my lid, like my outer V. I didn't bring it out too much. I just pressed that kind of right, you know, on the outer V to kind of build like a wing, but not bring it all the way out, you know. And I used glitter glue all over the lid. I put down Orion all over the lid, and then I left a little space between the matte Cypress Tree shade and then Orion, and I placed Night Sky, this nice purple, like blue toned purple, right between those shades. So it's giving me like a pop of purple, but nothing too intense. And for the inner corner, I did put some glitter glue on the inner corner as well, and I used Moon Glow, this silver shade here. I used that right on the inner corner, blended that down, and then Cypress Tree I swept under the lower lash line as well. And so for my transition area, I didn't really do much transition area work other than taking a clean fluffy brush and fluffing and blending that Cypress Tree out and a little bit up to make sure that, you know, I've got some blend there. But I like this palette, guys. Okay, so this palette produces a lot of kick up. There's a lot of kick up in this palette with these matte shades. You have to go in with a very light hand with your brush, because it's just like, even if I would use a synthetic brush, if I use a natural hair brush, it picks up a lot of product on the brush. And you're going to get some fallout with these shades. You're going to get fallout. You got to put powder under your eyes, or do your makeup, or do your eyeshadow first and then do your face makeup last, so you can make sure you get that area cleaned up. And then this one particularly, this Moon Glow, I find that sticks best with a glitter glue, or maybe wet your brush, something like that. But that one is a little bit chunkier, so last night I was doing a lot of playing with the palette, and I had noticed that before, but I remembered it again last night as I was planning all these different shadows and, you know, seeing what I could come up with, seeing how the shadows perform, things like that. So yeah, that Moon Glow shade is beautiful, as you can see on the inner corner. But once again, just use a glitter glue or some water, not water, but you know, like Fix Plus or something on your brush, and then you can get that nice intensity without all of it just kind of like crumbling off. You know, it doesn't stick as easily, you know, on top of other shades without like a glitter glue. It doesn't stick as easily on top of like a matte, like set base, you know, without some, you gotta have some glitter glue. That's all I'm saying. So like this one, I've used this on an everyday basis, because as you can see, you've got some, you know, decent everyday shades up here at the top, like this nice brown, that burgundy that I put on the outer corner today, and then you've got your gray tones, you know, right there. And in that video that I put up, I thought it looked kind of purple. It looked kind of purple in person, but on camera it's showing up more gray toned. So I think that makes it nice for, you know, ability to use it every day. You know, it's not too intensely purple, but for those two gray tones there. But I think this whole row is very good for, you know, if you're deeper skin toned, okay? If you have a light skin tone, then a lot of these are probably, all these shades are probably going to look very intense on you. But for me, I like that this row here is able to be used for some, you know, everyday type looks, a little bit more everyday looks, and then you can get your, you know, dramatic, colorful with this second row there. So I do like this palette, and I'm very happy that I have it, and it's in my top 5 because I've used it several times this month, and I've liked every look that I've come up with. And then finally, I have to talk about the Blitztrance lipstick from Pat McGrath. I've been using this quite a lot. This has stuck in my purse. I think it's very easy to use, especially this shade is Skin Flixx. Very easy to just throw on and get a nice sheen on the lips, but not like a glossy look. So I'm using this today in the center of my lips to get that pop, get that sheen in the center, but not, you know, like I said, a full-on gloss. And it's very nice, a very nice nude shade. Now there is a drawback with this particular lipstick. It's just this one, and I don't know why. Like, this lid does not stay on. Like, listen, it don't even hardly click. I mean, it's got a little bit of a click, a little bit of a, you know, stick, but it's not good enough. Like, in my purse, this lid is always falling off. I reached out to customer service. They sent me a new one, no questions asked, but it's the same issue with the other one, with the new one that they sent me. So I've got 2 of these that the lid just falls off in the purse. Like, look, but if you look at other shade that I have, does not do that. This one, this is their Luxtrance lipstick. Look at how hard it is for this to come off. And you can hear that it's a secure click. So I'm thinking it's something with the packaging on Skin Flixx. So I'll just have to warn you on that one. You might get, you know, the lid not staying on as good. But I like the formula. I like the finish of the lipstick. It's just that this lid doesn't stay on like I would like it to. It works. I like it, you know. And I know some people are going to be like, girl, for $30-something, that lid better be working. Yeah, I understand that. But I like the finish and I like the formula. So hey, it is what it is. Alright, so anyways, guys, those are my top 5, right? I did my Ace Beaute, my Pat McGrath, my Milani, my Makeup Forever, and my Juvia's Place. Yes, top 5 for the month of June, alright? Definitely let me know what your thoughts are on my top 5, and let me know some of your favorite products for the month of June as well, alright? I will be talking to you guys really, really soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload videos 3 to 4 times per week. Alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.